Good morning, everybody. We're coming to you from Otsego Lake up in Gaylord, Michigan. Fishing my first kayak tournament today. My dad's also fishing the tournament. According to the roster for who's fishing it, there's 24 kayaks, so 24 people. 22 excluding me and my dad. Fishing tough, I guess. It sounds like the largemouth are hard to find, and the smallies are better to find, I guess. I don't know. I've never fished this lake before, so we're gonna see how it goes. Today's it's a tournament, but we're just gonna try and have fun with it today. It's a charity tournament. Every year, the Topwater Series puts on a charity fundraiser tournament for somebody. And we're up in Gaylord supporting, I don't know how to say the name correctly, but the name of the family is the Bogner family. They said that after the tournament. They were affected by the Gaylord tornado last year. The guy was hurt pretty bad, and they lost, according to what they said, everything besides their clothes on their backs. So we're fishing as a fundraiser for them today. All proceeds are going to them. Jay's Sporting Goods and a lot of other sponsors stepped up with prizes. There's some really nice wood plaques up for grabs today, first, second, third place. And then there's also a big bass option today, and there's also a panfish, best panfish. So we're gonna kind of see how that goes. Hopefully we can catch a panfish and win that category if we can't catch a bass. But yeah, it's almost 7:15. Takeoff was at 6:30. I'm kind of at my starting spot now, but I can't throw a line in until 7:30. So little cloudy right now. Sun's starting to pop out. Supposed to be a little gusty today. Winds are 10 to 20. Right now it's relatively calm, but it's supposed to pick up. Hopefully the wind can stay pretty low for this morning and most of the day. So hopefully it'll be a fun day. Hopefully we can catch some fish. Legal size is 14 inches, as you know, but he dropped it to 12 inches for what you can enter. So got a catch bump board with me, and got a Yak Attack net. Got 4 rods with me. Gonna be primarily using a drop shot and wacky. I'm gonna start off here with topwater, with my favorite topwater bait, and then I also got a swim bait tied on right now, and then I got an assortment of other stuff I can try and throw too. So stay tuned, and we'll see how today goes. It's 7:30. Line's in the water. See what we can do. Of course, now I'm all spun out of control here. Well, we got a fish. Didn't even realize it looked like a smallie. Pulling like a smallie. Come here, bud. We got him. He might be 12. Well, first fish. Nice little guy. I don't think he's 12. No, he's not 12. He's close. It's a start. There's fish here. fish. Feels really freaking small. Hey, we can enter the panfish category. That's freaking hilarious. We got one on here, boys. Too small, looks like. Too small. Big smallie, big smallie. We got a big smallie on, guys. Here you go, bud. There we go.
I was raising up and he just... Oh, that's a measure.
That looked like a largie.
That's a measure, John. Get that in the net.
I'm working on it. Gosh dang it.
Yeah, that one a measure.
Keeper number 2. It's a small one. Nope, it's a freaking pumpkin seed. Bluegill.
It's a freaking giant. Authenticate it.
Do I just put it in as a bass?
You can, yeah. They'll get rid of it, I think.
Master Angler Bluegill. Finally got her. Should send that into the DNR. I caught that bluegill at 12:30, and I would go the next 2 hours without catching a fish. Had a couple bites, but nothing would eat it. So, and then this happened. Biggest smallie I think I've ever seen, guys. Definitely in a long time. Come here, girl. Oh! Yes! Holy crap! Look at the freaking size of that one! Look at the size of this fish, Dad! Look at the size of this fish! Come on, big girl. Look at this tank. Freaking 20-incher. Let's go, baby. I can't believe that. No, thank you, God.
Catching that big smallie was incredible, but I would go back to back on
Thank you,
casts
God.
here.
Another smallie, guys. We got another one, boys and girls. That's number 4. Come on. Crap. That's the fish there. Get around the pole. Come on, girl. No, come on. No! Gosh dang. Well, folks, that's all she wrote. We got extremely lucky here at the end, and also kind of misfortune at the end because I couldn't find the pattern until now, but the sun's also been consistent. I also pushed them under docks. All the same color baits, and but we ended with 4 fish in the kayak. Hopefully they all went through submission and will be approved. I lost the nail in the coffin largemouth there at the end, as you guys saw. Had one chaser smallie there at the end too for that largemouth, and I guess we'll see. We're going to Jay's once we get back to the launch, because that's where the check-in is for the results. So stay tuned, and we'll show you the results here shortly on your video, but another hour or two for me. So hey guys, just wanted to end today's video with kind of a wrap up of yesterday's tournament. So as you saw, we actually won, and my first kayak tournament ever, and I won it. It feels really good, but I thought I had lost it at the end when I lost that largemouth, but that wasn't the case. So we ended with 4 fish and just over 63 inches of length total for the 4 fish. What was even crazier was that so 24 people signed up for the tournament, and they said only about 19 people actually came and fished, but only 6 people entered fish, submitted fish to the leaderboard, and nobody had a limit. Not one person actually had measured 5 and submitted 5. So that was really crazy. So, but we won the tournament, and we won big bass with that 20-inch smallmouth, and we won the panfish category with that 10-inch master angler gill. So I swept the board, which was great. It's phenomenal, and I got this cool plaque. As you guys saw in the pictures, it's I can't remember what they said it was made out of, but yeah, it's really cool. And then my dad took second, and he also got a plaque. And then they had some raffle prizes that we got some too. So, but yeah, so it didn't make any sense, but I was catching smallmouth with a Senko, which is insane. I've done that before, but not like in a tournament setting. And I have no explanation for what happened yesterday. Just kind of fished some grass first thing, and then just moved to the boat docks and started fishing there. I love throwing Senkos for boat docks, and of course, as you guys see in like every video, I throw a Senko because it's my favorite bait. Very simple to use, and you can fish it very differently in many different ways. And so yeah, it was really great to win, especially with the Senko and having a, the wacky rig, the classic wacky rig. So yeah, so I was using this Abu Garcia Veritas paired with a Abu Garcia reel, and just plain wacky rigged. But the color that I caught the back-to-back on, the big one, and then the other smallie after it, so you can't really see this color very well, but it's like a purplish flake, and it's darker on the one side, and this is of course faded a little bit because it's used, but then it's kind of like this gold color yellow flake on the bottom. It's called Bluegrass, and it's a Senko by Yamamoto baits, and I threw that around, and that's what I caught the fish at the end of the day on. The bluegill, and I think the 2 smallies I caught earlier on in the day that measured was caught on another color, another Senko by Yamamoto, but it was the only pattern between the two was that they're both purple in both of them. This one only has like the one side purple, but the other one had like a purple and then like a pink mixture. I didn't look at what color that was because I ran out, and the bag probably is faded or whatever, but yeah, so that's what I caught them on. And so yeah, that's the baits. And yeah, so like I didn't know what the smallmouth were kind of everywhere. I just focused on being shallow and kind of seeing if I could get largemouth, and the only largemouth I hooked was at the very end, and I lost it. So but yeah, the sun was inconsistent throughout the day, so I noticed at the very end the sun was consistently out, and it pushed all those fish under docks, which is why it made sense for that largemouth to be under there, and I guess there was some smallies under those as well. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.